Hey Lincoln, these are my resurrection eggs. I know you didn't get to see them, but I wanted to make sure you could like see them like on video so you wouldn't feel left out. Resurrection egg number 1, the palm branch. Jesus went to Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover. He rode into Jerusalem on a young donkey. A large crowd spread their coats and palm branches on the road. The people shouted, "Hosanna to the Son of David! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord! Hosanna in the highest heaven!" Now, I made a clay project to go along with it, and a green egg. It looks like this. The meaning of this was Palm Sunday. Jesus is coming to be our heavenly king. But the people of Jerusalem thought he was going to be the new earthly king, the king of the Jews. Now the second resurrection egg is the 30 pieces of silver. Judas, one of Jesus' 12 disciples, went to the priests to betray Jesus, and they gave him $30. Now I made a coin with a little bit of detail. The meaning, Judas walked away from Jesus, not knowing Jesus was going to die. So when Jesus dies, Judas gave all his money to the poor, then killed himself. Resurrection egg number 3, the towel. During the Passover meal, Jesus got wrapped up, took off his outer clothes, and wrapped a towel around his waist. After that, he poured water into a large bowl and began to wash his disciples' feet, drying them with the towel that was wrapped around him. Now, I didn't have enough time to make the third egg, so at the moment it's just empty. Now the bread and wine. Jesus was eating the Passover meal with his 12 disciples. He took bread, gave thanks, and broke it. He gave it to them, saying, "This is my body given to you. Do this in remembrance of me." And he did the same with the cup, and said, "This is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many for the forgiveness of sins." They all ate the bread and drank from the cup. A covenant is a promise of love and eternal life. Now here's the cup with the wine. And then the bread. And then a taco disguised as bread. Now, resurrection egg number 5, the garden. I also don't have this clay project. I didn't have enough time. After the Passover meal, Jesus went with his disciples to the Garden of Gethsemane to pray. Then resurrection egg number 6. When Jesus had finished praying in the garden, Judas came to the garden with some soldiers and officials. The chief priests and the Pharisees sent them. They carried torches, lanterns, and weapons. They arrested Jesus and tied him up. They were getting Jesus ready for the crucifixion, meaning death on the cross. Oops. Okay, so this is the rope. I know, it looks like a lump of poo. It is not a lump of poo. Yeah. Number 7, the crown of thorns. The soldiers took off Jesus' clothes and put a purple robe on him. They twisted thorns together to make a crown and placed it on his head. Then they spit on him, hit him repeatedly on his head, and pretended to worship him as King of the Jews. The crown of thorns was made of rose thorns, and they pushed it into his skin. So it felt like a bunch of like tiny needles piercing your head. So it hurt immensely. Meaning, well, it really hurt. Resurrection egg number 8, the cross. After they finished mocking Jesus, the soldiers took Jesus to a place called Golgotha and nailed him to the cross. Jesus' feet were both held up with one nail in one spot. I just forgot to show you the number 7. This was a tiny replica of the crown of thorns. And then a cross. The resurrection egg number 9, the spear. After Jesus' crucifixion, one of the soldiers pierced, meaning stabbed, Jesus in the side before his body was taken down from the cross. The soldier did this to mark that this was Jesus. I know, it looks like a pencil. Don't judge me, I'm bad at clay. Okay. Resurrection egg number 10, strips of linen. A man named Joseph approached Pilate to ask for the body of Jesus. Joseph wrapped the body in spices and strips of linen, then placed it in a new tomb cut out of rock. This Joseph was not the same Joseph who was Jesus' father. This is a different Joseph. Linen is what they wrapped around bodies to stop the bleeding. Tiny. Okay. Just check. Okay, resurrection egg number 11. The stone. Joseph placed Jesus in a tomb, rolled a large stone in front of the entrance, and went away. Later, the chief priests and the Pharisees put a seal on the stone and posted some guards there, meaning like put guards there to guard the tomb so the disciples wouldn't like try to steal it and claim that he had resurrected. But the disciples were kind of busy hiding. They put guards so that, this is, oh, give me a moment. But this is the stone. And then finally, resurrection egg number 12, empty. On the third day after Jesus' crucifixion, the women brought spices to the tomb to anoint Jesus' body, but they saw that the stone in front of Jesus' tomb had been rolled away and the body of Jesus was not there. An angel told them, Jesus is not here. He has risen from the dead. Jesus had left the tomb and went to talk to 2 believers. Now, I made nothing because it's empty. I'm really sorry you couldn't be here, Lincoln. I hope you enjoyed this resurrection egg thing.